Excellent.
Good show.
Apparently Ellie's happy, so we're happy.
Yes. Well, I can't turn on my camera because she just had explosive diarrhea. So I am shirtless because said explosive diarrhea also got.
Oh, lovely. I'm sorry, man.
No worries. But let's go through titles.
Yay! That's less disgusting.
Put in all the numbers. Hate the hate. It's bloatware under the bridge, which is pretty funny.
It's
Jury
bloatware under the
force.
bridge.
Actually, I like jury force, but if it was a Justin Day, it would make even more funny. Jury in a flash. Change your MySpace password. Who are we kidding? That's pretty funny. Your privacy costs $14,000. No turkey for PayPal. Buzzwords lack the buzz after a while. Buzzwords out loud. A jury of your peer Riscope.
Whoa. That one's working hard. I like where it's going, though.
Take the PayPal, leave the turkey.
Take the
Finished.
I like Ellie's suggestion.
AR is the new VR?
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Well, should we change it to a question? Is AR the new VR?
No, that sounds like the discussion topic.
No, you're right. That overpromises.
The 3 stages of buzzwords.
3 stages of buzzwords,
like
not bad. I like that.
Let's do that. That is pretty funny.
Yay! Thanks, Ken from Chicago.
Explosive buzzwords. Thank you, another Jamie.
That only works if you've heard the post show, though.
Yes, I love as Tadagosa says. I love these little after show chats. Yes. So what do you got planned for your last couple weeks there?
Nothing much. Just regular living.
Well, that sounds boring.
I apologize.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, we've done a bunch of stuff already.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go back to the places we like, to the. I think it was just the right. I'm already talking about it in the past tense. It's just the right amount of time. I could go on forever, but Sonia is she's just going to school. She's getting a little bit bored now, so it's the right time to go back, get back to work and everything.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, the one thing that I actually miss the most is my gaming PC, because this Mac is crappy.
Is not a gaming PC.
It is not.
No.
So.
Yeah, Macs are not for gaming. They almost were for a short period of time.
I'm sort of hoping that the ones they're gonna announce in the fall, I'm hoping they have an option to even on the 13-inch to have a discrete graphics card.
Yeah, I would like that as well. Even if it's not a gaming graphics card, just give me a real graphics card, man.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you have a 15-inch though?
Yeah, I do. For that.
Oh, so then you do have. Oh, for that reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I was thinking, because I really like the Mac for work, stuff, but I was thinking maybe if I'm traveling so much, it might be worth getting a 15-inch, but then it's so big. It's too big, isn't it?
It's not really that bad. 17 is way too big.
Yeah.
But I like having the extra screen space, and it doesn't add a significant amount of weight. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you looking to get a Mac? I mean, sorry, I just came in, but a MacBook, or do you want a PCs? Would you go with a PC if it had the form factor?
I'm not. So I like also having a Mac, and it's easier to maintain, I find. But The problem I have with PCs is that if you want one that has a discrete graphics card, you're going to end up having a huge power brick, and that might sound like something silly, but I want the laptop to be as portable as possible, and the power brick is a deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean that's where on the side. If you have to supply the juice from somewhere if you're going to get a really powerful discrete GPU.
Yeah, which is why I think the 15-inch MacBook Pro has a reasonably sized power thing. So I would settle for that. But why? Did you have something to recommend?
Well, I mean, the MacBook Pro is supposed to be refreshed at the end of this year.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
One of the things that a lot of people are kicking around is, are they just going to basically try to do what Razer and a few other companies have done and put like, hey, you can get a super fast, powerful GPU just to put into a chassis and plug it in via Thunderbolt 3 connection. So you still have the portability, but if you wanted, and you had extra $400 to spend, you could get an awesome discrete GPU as well.
No, I don't see Apple doing that. I don't see Apple doing that at all. I think it's completely unlike them, and it doesn't serve their market at all. If they have an option to have a discrete GPU in their 13-inch, that I could see that happening, but a outside GPU, I don't think.
I mean, I'm wondering if a lot of people are talking about whether or not they'll go AMD with the next GPU, because supposedly with the Polaris. Is it Polaris, the latest?
Yeah, it's Polaris, and given the amount of marketing parties they've been doing, I'm guessing it's not doing the job, and they're obscuring the... But anyway, sorry, keep going.
I mean, the trick is also you're not going to scorch someone's legs or the tabletop or something trying to get the performance to temperature ratio down, so you can do things reasonably quick without necessarily having this amount of heat that we get. I mean, my 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2012, even when I run the show, gets super hot.
Yeah.
Like on the bottom of it, and having a nice aluminum case conducts the heat just that much better to whatever surface it's sitting on. I don't know. I mean, I really like it, but at the same time, I wish it just had a little more oomph to it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Patrick echo from your end, Roger, I think.
Sorry. Blame it on the baby. Blame it on the baby. Blame it on the baby.
Oh, I'm exporting. I hope that they're wrong about the new MacBook Pros coming out at the end of the year, because I don't think I can last very much longer with this broken screen, which I guess means I'll have to pay the $300 to get the parts to fix it.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, they would. I don't see them announcing them if they have that weird OLED function key row. Did you see that rumor?
Yeah, I saw the rumor.
I don't think they would just refresh it. I think they would need an announcement, and that would mean September at the earliest.
Oh, you mean you don't think they would announce it at WWDC?
Oh, well, they could, but I don't think that's the rumor currently. Yeah, they could at WWDC. That would be perfect. But,
Patrick, that's why I'm insisting on this.
Yeah, no, I would want them to do that as well, because I wouldn't mind. I didn't realize I was going to need the powerfulness of my device so much because I'm traveling too much.
I mean, you can just not use OS X for a lot of the stuff, but it does work nicely for audio recording.
Yeah, it's just, I find that I really love my PC, but for some reason I don't. Honestly, if I'm being honest, all right, let's be honest.
All right, TBH.
I don't really know why I like the Mac for my laptop so much. I'm not sure.
You think it's psychological?
I don't think it's psychological. I just think I can't put my finger on it. Yeah. It feels easier to. It's less of a hassle. With my PC, I'm always hassling something. Maybe the chat room can help me understand.
It's not that things go wrong more often on Windows. It's that you have to tweak things a little more often. And I think that is the same difference between Android and iOS. And I think it's simply a function of when you give the user more control, there's going to be more situations where the user has to intervene. And so it's the trade-off of, I love Windows when it's like, oh, I can set this up exactly the way I want it. But I hate Windows when it's like, why isn't this working? Oh, because I forgot to change this setting and this registry and this and that. And so it's both a blessing and a curse. That's my theory anyway.
But in theory, your Windows device, you set it up, and once it's set up, you don't have to change anything.
That is so not true.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, and it's not like OS X doesn't have little tweaks and things that I have to track down. It doesn't seem to happen as often. And again, maybe that's perception. But what I will say is my other perception is that OS X will not let me do things that I want to do quite often.
Yeah, I feel like you're sort of automatically mentioning this to stave off the people who would say it.
No, this is honestly just what I feel. This is how I feel having, like, I use both every day.
No, I understand, and I'm not saying it's not true. It's just in this conversation now, it's about why is this, perception happening, not why is it one better than the other.
I think it's the control. Like, you can have fewer things unexpectedly go wrong when you don't give people as much control. That's my guess.
Yeah, and I found that I've started adding a few little pieces of software here and there on Mac OS. Like, there's this piece of thing that unlocks the Mac when I'm close to it with the iPhone and stuff like that. And those are the ones that are giving me headaches. Not because they're not working, it's just that, but then, I'm not using it anymore, so I have to close this thing, but I should uninstall it, and then
because the system is not designed to work around that case study.
Yeah. So anyway, bottom line is, for the laptop, I'm happy with the Mac, and I would love for them to announce a new one with graphics cards.
You want a 13-inch though, huh?
Yeah, I'd rather stay on the 13-inch. It's just more portable, but I'm considering going 15. I'm even considering buying a PC, but
is it because I'm fatter than you? Is that why I need the 15-inch?
I think you're slimmer than me, actually.
I don't think so. The camera is very slimming. No, it's
not. Yeah.
I feel like we lost Roger.
I think explosive diarrhea is what lost him to us.
I feel bad.
The chat room is asking, how's Linux for creating podcasts? If you're talking about fiddling, I think Linux would be a little bit too fiddly. But I don't think so. The flexibility of Windows, and even more so Mac OS, I think isn't really matched with either. Someone mentioned Chromebook. Obviously, that would be the issue. I can't produce podcasts with a Chromebook.
Are designed for totally different use cases. The fact of the matter is, when I use Windows versus OS X, honestly, the one big thing that I miss is a script that Allison Sheridan's friend Dorothy wrote that allows me to just batch copy the titles and links from a set of tabs in such a way that I can just paste them right into the Google spreadsheet. And I have not been able to replicate that on Windows. It should be able to be replicated on Windows, but it's a little more difficult to do for some reason. So anyway, otherwise, it really isn't that different. Like, the large majority of what I do is in a browser anyway. So if I'm running Chrome on Windows, I'm running Chrome on OS X, it doesn't really matter.
And you don't record straight from the Hangout or Skype conversation, do you? You export?
I use Audio Hijack to record the show, but yeah, I could get similar programs, or even it's a little bit easier to handle the sound cards sometimes, depending on what sound card you have in Windows.
Yeah,
you can pipe it right into Audacity.
Yeah, I've started since I've been using Voicemeeter. Then yes, it is easy to do. But it
you use Voicemeeter on Windows?
Yeah. I think it's a little bit complicated for what it is. I wish it was a little bit more like Audio Hijack that I've been using since I've been in Japan, but it's super powerful.
Yeah.
As often is.
And then there's better video streaming stuff like OBS and.
Oh, OBS is on Mac.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Everybody who uses OBS, I feel like, well, I guess Scott doesn't, but most of the people I know use it on Windows for some reason.
Oh, well, because they're gamers, and
Yeah,
from
well,
when
there you
you're
go.
a gamer.
That's why. Yeah. And they need that $1,723 chipset and a 1080 GPU from NVIDIA.
I'm not sure. I was thinking I would buy a 1070, but now I think it's too expensive.
Wait, I mean, it'll come down.
Yeah, but that's always true.
That's why they do that right there.
Yeah. No, but I mean, yes, the 1070, it's not, I mean, mid-range, I can imagine paying $300 or 300 euros rather.
Mm-hmm.
400 or 500 is too much for a mid-range GPU. So.
All right. I have published the show, I believe, successfully. So thank you, everyone, for watching. And we will see you at the regular time with Patrick, even sleepier, next week, unfortunately. So be kind. And of course, we'll be at the regular time tomorrow with Scott Johnson. Talk to you then.